in, I meet it. I can strike, I can pin it. When I pin it, I want to pin it in a way that I'm trying to actually cause some sort of cutting or anything to him. We're going to take this into a drill that we're going to show you guys. The first thing you want to do, this will help you understand that arm control, is get that high elbows nice and arched up. Okay, so you want the elbows high. So as I come in here, elbows are high. There we go. Then he's going to pin it from there. Then he's going to gain control. Okay, and now when he has control, he doesn't want this off his body, so he's going to bring it to one of those positions. So here in his body, this is hooked, and he's going to use a position. If he swings, swing back with this foot, he brings me around. Okay, now once he's swung, he could then use that shoulder, so he's here. He can also use the shoulder as he swings, but if he wanted to, he can now step forward to hit with this shoulder. So you're going to switch. Boom. So switch. This is where you have to switch. This is the hand that's going to pass my arm. So if you pass my arm, boom, now slide and catch. Good. Okay. Slide and catch. Pull. This is a big technique. So I want him to try it a couple times. Slide, catch. Get that shoulder into their shoulder. So if you're outside of my arm, okay, this one's good. This one you need to be in. Switch again. So see, he hasn't got my shoulder here. I'm going to win. So you need to get your shoulder inside. So think of it getting into that shoulder pocket right there. Very nice. And he needs this not to be traveling. So this needs to be attached to him, to his hip. Okay? So you switch, attach it to your hip.
Oh, see, I was trying to move it away from me.
No, don't. So if you move it away, go ahead and move it away from you.
Going like this.
Boom.
Yeah.
Trouble.
Yeah.
You've got to lock that elbow. So you want to turn their palm up and away if you can. Good. Now if he expands his body into my elbow, I feel that torque right there. Switch it now with the shoulder punch. Boom. But you have to catch. Okay? So if he has a blade here, so if you have the blade, and he's coming in at it, I got my high elbows, right? I got this nice defense, not this block, because this is a blade. Okay? This is not a deal for boxing style. Okay, if he throws that in, don't go hard. But if I catch it with my wrist, it's going to penetrate. All right? You can't afford that. You need to have a nice high frame. So it's in, I meet it. I can strike, I can pin it. When I pin it, I want to pin it in a way that I'm trying to actually cause some sort of cutting or anything to him. Now from here, I decide how I'm going to trap. Okay? If I've got this elbow, I'll pull it, slide down. I got two hands on. I'm going to lift up, and I'm going to hit with this shoulder. Boom, there it drives him off balance. If from here, see I've got this, see I was grabbing, I could grab that hand and I could create techniques. From here, if I want, I'm going to push this back over and anchor it to my hip. So I've got this anchoring position here. So go ahead and pull that blade. See how I can control that? Yep. I can control his head. I can pull him under. I can rake into the face. This is an active hand right here. Leg controls, arms, opposite position. As I decide to come across, I'm here, I'm bringing across. Don't do this, okay? Yeah. You want to push it into them first and then bring it back, okay? Into them, switch. Yeah. See, so let's try that. So first drill is just working those blocks. So I'm starting to feed him. He's just working those blocks. And in the block, you should not, I mean, it's good to practice just going here. Even if I come here, I want him to roll the block up so he can come down. So see how he's trying to go down low? If you go low, you're going to get caught. So bring it up to your height and then, yeah, and then work it down. So you're using sort of an arc. Start, bring it down, good. If I'm up high to your head, bring it back down, arc it down into the body, good. Here, he's now pressing it into the body, good, very nice. Here, boom. Now, one of the things we say is eyes of the hand, basically. These are acting like tactile. If you guys do chi sao, this is sensory. What he's got to watch for is this extra hand. So as he's making that contact, he has to be careful of whatever goes. He could pin this, boom, same idea. Now if he got this pinned, he's not so worried about this hand, he should immediately be jumping for that other hand and controlling. You do not want to cross yourself up. So this hand here, there's no reason for you to cross yourself when you can just reach and grab my other hand. What you're saying? See that?
Oh, with this one.
Yeah,
okay.
because that's there.
Yeah,
very
yeah.
nice. Okay, And then either way, he can walk under, he can do whatever.
Yeah, that's a
Say
good point.
if he did a walk under, for instance,
Yeah.
boom, there's the control. Now the swing. There we go. And then you could get into the disarms and so on.
You got to remember, when you want to get that, you can let go of this one.
Yeah, this is the thing is once people grab on, they want to hold on.
Yes, exactly.
Okay? It's the same thing if somebody's grabbing you, they instinctively, because of sport fighting, want to stay in front of the person.
Yeah, yeah.
They want to engage. This is like the way they teach most self-defense things, which is really silly because you need to get off that line if this is here coming at you. He's got his arms up, bang. But now as he's doing it, he's watching for this. And we've got what we call bridging drills. Okay, so if I come in here, he's get there, and then he wants to pin it to the body. Good. Now go into his position to get either control. Okay, so this is pretty good, except see this arm bar? This is okay, as long as he's gonna get rid of me. But right now, if he's in this way, I can sort of bend under and cut. So if you're gonna be here, it's gonna be better to be controlling me. Okay, and it needs to be non-wandering. It needs to be on your body. Good. Now, if you see over here, he's got all right control, and this is what a lot of people are doing. But where I have my power is, look, here. See how I can pull from there? Boom. I can pull from that shoulder. So if he holds that shoulder now and pulls that shoulder down and into him, down and in, okay, this now, and he expands his belly a bit, there's the lock. You feel that? You can control that shoulder, okay? Roll it down into your body like that's it. I want to feel it so it's nice and tight, okay? Then from there, he practices switching sides. So if he wants to move me, try switching. So he's in, he's got control of the shoulder. If he wants to switch, he switches. This foot's going to step through to take me off balance. Boom, as I'm off balance, he can now go and switch to a swing step as he switches, and there it goes. However, you do have to get that, catch those locks. I know that there's a problem. I'm like, hey, I don't want a problem. Hey, your hands are high. Okay, I'm in. I pin. Boom, to the leg. I'm going to choose whichever side I go here. Okay, now I've got this here, but it's not anchored, so I want to really expand my body and press off on him. I can move him by hitting my shoulder in and driving. Did I hit you? Sorry. Now from here, if I wanted to, I could switch. This is going to switch down, and this is my opportunity to regain a weapon and so on. So drill one would be just block and pin. Boom, pin, good. Block and pin, good. If I come up, pin me still, good. By having that pinned, he can now concentrate, and he doesn't have to wait for that. He can just go and grab that wrist, okay? And then take control of that wrist. Boom, there we go. That's nice right there. If I try to fight, switch it over. Boom, step through me. There's my balance. If I try to fight, step and swing. There it is. Come back in, I try, boom, step through me. Good. And then if you could use your shoulder to point it towards the ground, like swing me across, like a baseball swing, because you want this to your outside hip. Yeah, so swing it, boom, and there we go. You've got me moving. The whole idea is to keep me in motion. So just practice going back and forth, passing it so you don't get caught. You don't want to cross yourself. So you got to move your feet. Good. Boom, now move me whichever way, okay? If you're in the bend of my elbow and you're not, see how right here? You have to take my shoulder. There we go, very nice. Now switch it to control the shoulder. Good, get in. So if I'm leaning, he's not, now move me. Yeah, now move, don't do too many, switch. Boom, move, move, as soon as you feel, move them. Boom, feel it, move it tight, make sure you have it, good, good. If you have an opportunity, there's your time to take the blade. So if I'm here, boom, okay, boom, move me, get your feet moving. Good, keep me moving, okay? If you get far, you're gonna have problems with getting cut. Now the only thing that you have as a real weapon, if I was gonna have to deal with a knife, the only strike I would throw is a quick jab, the eye jab. And you work to hit a jab by exhaling at the bottom of your breath. So when you're shooting, it's quick. So if I'm here like this, there's not much time for him to react. If he's coming in and trying to get close to me, palm to the nose, thumb to the eye, all of that type of stuff. but you want it coming back, and you're just going to use that jab as a thing. If I get in here and he grabs me, then we get problems. You know, you get into wrestling. So I want to always be out of your reach. So I want to position. So if I'm looking at somebody and you're right-handed, I want to move away from the right hand. So I'm going here, and by doing this, guess what you're having to do? You have to reset every time, right? Yeah. And if you punch while you're having to reset, you really lose that angle. Yeah. And as I'm going, you can see I'm using more of a, rather than going straight across, I'm using that sumo stance. So when you're coming towards me, I'm moving and dragging. So I'm always getting, my head's going over my foot, and I'm absorbing. If he was to hit me, see, I'm absorbing it as opposed to being in front and he goes to hit me. That's the trouble. So first thing is quick, bring your hands back high, okay? And start from high. So almost start from above the head, because a hammer fist is gonna be a much more, like if you think of this, smashing the nose. Yeah, that's easy. It's quick, it's accurate, okay? And if you hit with your fist, cool, but you can hurt yourself. So a nice high coming down from there, that's it. Palm fist or whatever. Just enough to keep him away. But as you hit, push away or move somewhere. Boom, disappear. Hit, strike, he got off to the side, not in the center. As he's here, this is where people make the most mistake, is they let me line you up. So if I start squaring off with you, keep moving outside of my lead foot away from my right, okay? Now, right now, you're following me, so you lose. You have to make me turn, not turn with me. So you have to be faster. Boom, and get your head over, yeah, move. So if I throw that, boom, you've got that. Good, very nice. If I cut off here, you're gonna move away, that's it. And the swing step works best. So you swing, boom, that's it. If I come close, you jab, boom, very nice, boom. Jab and go away. Don't come forward with your jab. Boom, that's the jab. See that difference? Boom, out of the way, good. Being aware of everything that's around you too, okay? Boom, always looking. Don't look at me, don't look at my eyes, look at what's around you, okay? Because that guy right there may be coming too. So when you use a swing step, swing and look for everything. Look around who's around you. If they're cutting you off, work that jab, good. Very nice, good. Move away, poke. Now try to get that thumb to make the contact. Not the palm of the thumb. That's it. So just that thumb. That's it. Good. Just accurate to the eye. So if he could hit the O on the boxing, you could find a letter. And he's just working on his accuracy. But gain out of there. And make sure it's the tip of that thumb. Good. Very nice. Okay. He did right. You move one way or the other. Okay. Now he sees me coming in. Keep away from my position. If I'm coming around, every time you step, you could throw that little jab. Boom. So move. Keep moving. Now, you gotta, if you're going to the right, you gotta step with your right. Yeah, so step with the right as you throw. That's it. See, you're stepping with the wrong one. So he's moving away at the same time. He could step back as he throws as well. That's good. He can swing off as he throws. Those three movements are all that you really need, is those three movements. He can go back, good. He can go off to either side, boom, stepping with the right, swinging with the right. Very nice. So you want to maintain that. Now, if I'm in something where I'm afraid and it's weapons and stuff like this, I always want to, this is a little different than you'll have in a lot of boxing where you want to stay on your back foot. You want to be able to do, like he was saying, Muhammad Ali. You want to be able to push away. So being here, if I see him coming in, you don't want to come at me. So if he gets this close, just go to town. Never let them get that close to you. Okay, so when you're here, okay, if you're in, boom, boom. If I'm coming in, you want to be moving. Get away, okay? So if I'm here, if I can still, if you're not outside my feet, good, watch. Yeah, so boom, going away, good. And you're aiming. Now when you're practicing, you could just go to touch the head, okay? Because you don't want to get thumbs in the eyes and stuff, but go up towards the top of the head, that's the idea. Good. Now, problem is, okay, right here, go ahead with that. See how low, see how much now? Guess what happens? You're now into a grappling thing. Right. So bring the hands high. What do they call it in Canada? Elbows up. Or the elbows up Canadian style. That's it, bring those elbows up. That's what you want because you can always, yeah, high, boom, back to that hammer, good. And think of a hammer even coming down. You even come with your hammer fist. Yeah, boom. That right there is a lot, yeah, see, it's just like our knife, our reverse knife.
Yeah.
So if you think of it as an invisible knife, it's cool, huh? Yeah, that hurts me, that's for sure. Good. So first of all, one is to create the extra space. So you want to be outside with the ability to look like I'm close, but if he goes to strike, I have that ability to move, okay? If I'm moving and he comes in, I'm moving as a defensive strike. I'm not coming in, okay? So as soon as I do that, you come in at me, boom, that to the eyes, right? And now as you come in, keep coming in, boom, I'm moving. I'm moving, I could be walking. This leg's leading, okay? If you start to cut me off, I swing, I move those, pushing. You come in low or something, I go for that eye right there. So same idea, you're just tracking for my eye. Don't try to actually hit my eye, but don't be close enough for me to get to you. So right here, you need to be able to push backwards, boom, or push to the side, boom, or if I cut here, boom, that's it. Move, good, yeah, straight, quick. Boom, very nice. Good, good. If he goes here, stop the head. Good. Don't go up, go straight out, straight on. Good, just stop that head. Good. If you hit the head, you same thing, you're gonna yank it, my chin towards the ground. Boom, that's it. Very nice.
But what if you're coming right at my middle? That's I can't go up like this. That's
So if it's here,
yeah.
I want you come in the middle, this is what I want. If you come out to the side, boom, here's the elbows, there's that control. You could do that, but this is usually like if they're grabbing me
Yeah.
and they've stuck you and
Yeah.
you're going to stab me a couple times, this is where I want to be. I want to direct this in, or if they're holding.
Okay. Yeah, it's a good point because you see in the movies a lot, right? The guy's going like this.
Yeah,
like
this is the prison shank. So if you
So,
see this,
yeah.
okay, now you want to slide so that you have the wrist on the outside one. Okay, so right now you still don't have the wrist, see how it's flexing? That's the key right there, thumb and middle finger.
Okay.
Okay, then this one's gonna ride around the palm, redirect in, good.
Okay.
So it stays in contact, it's gonna go around, serve.
Okay.
Then it goes to the Fuchsau, keep the hand, and grab. That's it, you can adjust. So if you're coming at me, okay, and if you got my shoulder here, okay, you're coming at me here, I want this butterfly. The outside one should be able to catch, and this is the thing to practice the hardest. So if it comes here, if I catch here, getting that lock, okay? Now, when I'm bringing this in, I'm not going here and then trying to find, I'm staying, I'm running around my thumb up to your thumb to point. Now, if you're holding on, okay, this points, this goes in. If this is here, I've got that, got into the face, got into the groin, and then from there, you bring it into the forearm and pull it out. So it's here, boom, okay? You got the,
I have to remember. It has to be this one.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So don't worry about grabbing. This doesn't want to grab. You want to slide and direct.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is the grab hand. It maintains. Good. Slide, direct, Fuchsau. Good. Grab the blade. Very nice. Good. Then you go. This is how we should practice it. We grab. We bring it in. So I bring it into my close position.
yeah,
Boom.
yeah, that's good.
Then I flick it. And you can see how I got your thumb right there.
Yep.
Then I grab it, I drag it through the hand, fingers, and out. And then I can move that person at that time.
Okay.
So I'm in, boom.
Pull it in, you
Yeah,
said.
so pull it so that you've got, so if you're gonna pull it, you wanna hand it. So go again. You wanna hand it to this. So it's not that you wanna pull it across.
Okay.
You wanna bring it so that you can get that hand turned. Boom. Good. Now, you're staying with it and this is fine, but then you're getting down to this stuff. Boom, I should automatically be going around here, redirecting for anywhere on this half, so this side of his chin. Anywhere I can get, anywhere I can get. I don't want to go for that shoulder because he can just turn his shoulder away. So I can miss him on that shoulder. Always this inside one. Boom, here, direct, okay? He may let go. If it lets go, you kick it out of the way. But when you're practicing, try to hold on like a little bit. I know it can hurt, but you want to direct it there. Bang. Now the next thing to understand is I'm going to probably be retracting that. So as soon as I go here, in this time before I said is the time that he has to deliver it.
Yeah,
So if
I'm forgetting.
so they come in, this is the time that this needs to hit. And then this goes down here,
As they're going out.
then through the fingers, then whatever I want to do from there.
Okay, but
Catch, go forward, don't pull back, don't step back. So if you go here, pull back again, you're getting yourself in trouble.
Yeah.
So you're going boom and going with that. So
Okay,
you have
you're
to
pulling
catch it.
back too, so
Yeah,
I'm going-
boom, I'm gonna go here, but make sure
That's right.
you're clearing your hand. That's it, good. Angle. Boom, this is coming back in. There's the stick, and then Fuchs out. Boom, then get a good grip, you got it, bang. Make sure this hand is very important. So when he's coming in,
Don't cut
yeah.
myself.
Well, don't let go.
Oh, okay.
So it's here, boom, okay? As you're trying to retract, that's in here, okay? This is here.
Oh.
I need to keep this. If I fumble around with this, he's just gonna grab the blade. So it's here for you, boom. I'm retracting, good. Click, pull, that's it. So if you're looking at this, okay, one more time, I'm in, stab, serve it, click it, pull it, good. And then get me out of the way because you still have that arm. Now I feel like this is not quite getting that, he needs to be able to get that flexed wrist. A couple more times. Boom, in, click, grab the weapon, good. And then move them. That's it, that's it. So you just want to move them. So it's here, here. So if he lets go, then it's gone. And this could happen. Usually somebody ticked off, they're not going to really let go, but they're going to come in, boom. And if I come in as I'm here, he has to because you could see that right here it's going to break his thumb.
Yeah.
Okay, so it goes into the shoulder, click, follow it through. Right here, bang, in, that's it. Click it to the thumb, that's it. Very nice. And the only thing is right here, get me moving because the second I'm putting my feet on the ground, so you got to move me. If my feet are on the ground, I can win with strength. So move my hip somehow. Move, that's it. That's the idea. So as you get here, bang, in, good. Click, grab, move me and cut me while you're moving. Yeah, don't cut afterwards, you know. So that's the idea of what we want on that one.